What's up guys? Welcome back to another video. Today I'm just gonna sit down and I just want some coding time. I haven't worked on Burn, which is my hybrid fitness app, for a while, so that's what I'm gonna try to do today. I've been slowly doing a refactor of all the crappy code that the LLMs have written. I'm almost done with that. So I'm fixing bugs little by little. So I'm gonna finish that tonight. Then I also wanna work on a bigger feature that I've been thinking through for a while now. I wanna come up with a score called like a Burn score, where for each workout that you do, it's worth a certain number of points, or burn score, burn points, whatever. The idea is to help motivate people to keep working out and stay active just in general. So cardio will be worth points, weights will be worth points, and these points will be normalized to the user's body weight. That way, if I, who weigh 150 pounds, bench press 300 pounds, and then my friend who weighs 300 pounds bench presses 300 pounds, I should get more points for that. But then if that same friend runs a mile and I run a mile, he should get more points. That way, it's kind of normalized and we can all compete and help push each other to be better while keeping it fair. I don't know how I want to do this yet, and I don't know how it's going to look in the app. So what I'm planning on doing is I'm going to have Cursor continue my refactor. While I do that, I'll start stubbing out and thinking through how I want to do this math for the score. But for those of you who are new, my name is James, and I've been a developer for like 7 years now, and I've been churning out products and apps that go nowhere. But I'm still taking you guys on the journey as I learn until eventually something works out. So let's get started. Cool, so finished up the refactor. I did 3 tabs tonight. This app has 5 tabs, so I have the today screen, which is my biggest one, and I've done that already. And then I have the plan screen, which shows the workout plans. I have a progress screen, which shows the user's progress and their stats, like how much they've ran for the past 3 months or whatever. And I have a social screen, which is kind of like Strava, where I show the users' workouts and their friends. So you can comment and you can give props. You can compete by seeing, who lifted the most, who ran the most. So refactor went well. I don't know if there's any bugs. I've been testing, but who knows. As you guys probably saw too, I didn't do a lot of actual hands-on coding in this. Most of my time working with these LLMs, especially now with this refactor, is doing code reviews. So I'm more meticulous now on the code review, making sure it's following the patterns that I like and making sure it's writing the code in the way that I want it to be written. Because at the end of the day, when stuff breaks, I need to know how to fix it. And if I don't know where the logic is and how it's breaking things up, I won't be able to, which was the problem before. That's what led to this refactor. The LLM would add a feature and it would break something and I couldn't fix it in a timely manner. So it's just too painful for me to maintain. But yeah, with this burn score, I think the competitive side of this app is going to be a lot better, because instead of just seeing who lifted what amount of weight, who ran what amount of distance, we'll have a normalized score where everyone can compete in a more fair manner. So I think it should be cool. I don't think I'm going to get to code anything up tonight, but I at least want to get the math worked out, so that way I know how I can integrate it when I'm ready. So that's what I'm going to try to do right now. So I was working with ChatGPT to figure out some ways to make this more fair, because my numbers, I didn't really enjoy the way they were scaling. For example, if you double volume, I don't personally think your burn score should double. It shouldn't be linear, so it should kind of curve off a bit. So that way if I just kill it one day, I'm not like taking off in my score and no one else can catch up. So I had to figure out how we can kind of bring that number down, and that's why if you saw some of my calculations, I have a root on the multiplication. That way it kind of drops that number quite a bit. Another thing I played with the multipliers. So they're kind of random numbers, but they're also kind of not. These multipliers are just supposed to help these numbers all stay within a certain range. That way the burn score for running is similar to the burn score for weights, and that way based off of volume is typically going to be, you know, in the thousands. So I wanted body weight to also be increased. That way it's not huge. So I think this is going to work out. And for this first approach, I'm going to take a very simple formula. I know this isn't perfect because we don't have like the rate of effort, or we don't have the time of the workout and all that, but this will still be a better metric than what I have. For any kind of strength-based workout, I'm just going to take the volume times a fraction to the fourth power of volume over body weight times 1000, and that's going to give us a nice number that will scale well. If one of the users just kills it one day, he's not going to be so far off, and then that doesn't throw off his other metrics. Now we're going to look at cardio. Cardio has different modalities, and those modalities have different difficulty levels. I'm taking running as my baseline, and then I'm judging everything else based off of that. For example, I think swimming would probably be the hardest of the gym cardio modality, whereas biking, you can get much more distance than you can with running or swimming. So in the multiplier, biking distance shouldn't inflate your score artificially. So what we're going to do for cardio is we're going to do 3500, which is just a random number that I came up with as I was testing values, times the distance, times a modality multiplier, times the square root of body weight divided by 150. So 150 is kind of like average body weight for a male, so I'm using that to normalize the body weight there. We will tweak this formula as we go, but I'm just going to see how this goes. I'm going to see how my friends like it. I'm going to see if it helps get us all to be able to compete with each other and push ourselves on our workouts. But yeah, so I mean, that's it for this video, guys. I was pretty happy with just coming up with this formula here. I know it's not coded out. I made a lot of progress on the refactor and this formula, so I'm calling it a night. Peace.